often heard people advocating for the separation of religion and science, that one should exist without the other, and that combining both areas of study only leads to confusion or wrong conclusions. However, by arguing for the separation of religion and science, we lose the opportunity to develop meaningful and insightful collaborations between those with different backgrounds, talents, knowledge, and faiths. In the Middle Ages of Western Europe, this type of collaboration was encouraged and actually led to many medical advancements and developments that greatly influenced the practice of modern medicine in California and the world. One example of a place where religious and scientific pluralism thrived was the School of Salerno, a medical research institute that was a prominent place of advancement from the 9th to the 13th century in southern Italy. For this video essay, I will be examining the history and effects of this medical school. I had the opportunity to study and live in Italy last year, and while there was able to visit and learn about many medieval places such as the School of Salerno firsthand. I was inspired by all of the developments that arose from the country during the Middle Ages. I am also an art major and a religious studies minor, and while science does not often occur in my academic studies, it does play a large role in my personal art practice and areas of inspiration. I've always found it important to recognize that by studying and allowing yourself to be influenced by many different things, even if they seem to be completely different, you will be a more well-rounded and knowledgeable person. Before we look at the School of Salerno and the medical advancements made due to religious pluralism, we must first look at the collaboration and sharing of knowledge between different religious groups in other areas of medieval Europe. Physicians in Western Roman Europe during the early Middle Ages focused mostly on the study of medicine deriving from ancient Greek and Roman philosophers. The father of Western medicine, Hippocrates, was a prominent source of medical treatises, writing over 60 pieces regarding the human condition and rules on maintaining a balanced internal system. Galen, who was a scholar and the personal physician of many emperors during his lifetime in the late 2nd century, wrote over 100 works in Greek regarding philosophy and physiology. In the 9th century, these writings were studied by Western Europeans from the Greek Orthodox Church and the Roman Catholic Church, two sections of the Christian religion. Furthermore, in Arab countries, many Muslim scholars took inspiration from these Greek and Roman texts, but also synthesized their studies with their own interpretations and religious inspirations, forming the basis of Islamic alternative medicine, which utilizes natural remedies for ailments such as various herbs and minerals and other holistic methods. The city of Cordoba, Spain, was a hub for people of different religious backgrounds and housed both Arab and Jewish philosophers and doctors, such as Moses ben Maimon, a Jewish physician who wrote medical works in Arabic, including, but not limited to, treatises regarding asthma, poisons and their antidotes, and even hemorrhoids. Another contributor to Cordoba's religious and medical pluralism was Abd al-Malik ibn Zur, an Islamic Spaniard who developed writings on the human diet and urinary system and supported his students who were studying dissection and autopsy. Spain's medical knowledge grew and developed and eventually spread to other European countries such as Italy. In the late 19th century, southern Italy began to grow in wealth and resources, bringing immigrants of both Arab and Jewish backgrounds into the area, which was primarily ruled by Roman Catholics and Greek Orthodox Christians at the time. According to Italian legend, the School of Salerno was established in the later half of the 10th century by 4 masters: the Latin, Salerno, the Greek, Ponto, the Hebrew, Elino, and the Arab, Adela. But the physical building had most likely already existed in the 9th century as a place of learning for Benedictine monks. However, in 1077, Archbishop Alphanus invited the Arab scholar Constantine the African to teach medicine in Salerno at the institute. This was a major turning point in the development of the school. Constantine was a scholar and translator and had traveled to Syria, Egypt, Persia, and Ethiopia, among other countries, and had a vast knowledge of multiple languages, including Greek, Latin, and Arabic. He translated for the school over 30 medical texts by Greeks, Arabs, and Jews, and aided in the distribution of these writings, bringing forth a new age of medical advancement. The School of Salerno was responsible for the establishment of a formal medical curriculum, which became the basis of education for modern medicine. The first treatise on surgery was published through the School of Salerno and was transported through Europe, along with writings on medical and personal hygiene and proper practices before and after surgeries. Another example of the progressiveness of the School of Salerno was the inclusion of female medical practitioners and scholars, which contributed greatly to the development of cosmetic and therapeutic surgery, childbirth and postpartum practices, and the study of female anatomy. Without the open-mindedness and willingness to share information between a diverse group of people and a diverse array of sources, these medical headways may not have been made so soon. The School of Salerno became a legal institution of medicine in 1224 by the King of Sicily and the Holy Roman Emperor at the time, and it is now recognized as one of the most influential places of medical history. Modern medicine in California and the rest of the world still uses practices established at the School of Salerno, such as certain hygiene protocols during surgery or childbirth. The idea of a place where scholars of different faiths could impart their medical or scientific knowledge is also seen today in places in California, like the Esalen Institute, which encourages the collaborative efforts of like-minded individuals from different backgrounds who are interested in the research of science and logic, while also allowing a space to discover spirituality, philosophy, and religion. I think that by continuing to share knowledge between scholars of different backgrounds, we can continue to make steps forward with modern medical technologies, similar to the Institute of Salerno in the Middle Ages.